The one thing that I had to learn in my journey of pursuing my purpose was the fact that it is difficult to try and be a perfect person in this imperfect world, right? That is the attitude that I needed to let go of. I needed to realize quickly that, first of all, it doesn't matter how much I try, I will never get to that point that I believe is perfection anyway. Because I'm not perfect and I'm not about to be perfect anytime soon. And secondly, I learned that, I started to wake up with a goal of growing. And if you have a goal of growing every day, then perfection walks out the window or flies out the window immediately, because to grow you need to learn, and to learn it means you're going to make mistakes because you're doing every day things that you have never done before. So my perfect kind of attitude was in trouble when I started this journey. And today I want to talk to you about, what do you do when your perfectionist self is under threat? You feel like you're not coming to the party. You're not doing the things that you want to do. You're not doing the things that you've committed to do. What do you do? How long does it take you from a point of making a mistake to a point of asking yourself, how did I get myself here? Do you ever even get to that point where you ask yourself, how did I get myself here? Or do you just wallow in self-pity and move on? I am Pulaa Montz, your inner voice magnified. So today I wanted to talk to you about the fact that you can offer yourself a whole lot of kindness in order to enjoy peace every single day. And I believe there are 3 things that you can do in order to show yourself a level of kindness, to make sure that you're enjoying your day, you're enjoying each and every experience. No matter how bad or how good it is, you can draw something out of it that will help you to grow. At the end of the day, when you're reviewing your day, you can say, you know what, that was a bitter experience, but this is what I'm taking away from it, so that it's just not a bitter experience that leaves you bitter, but it's a bitter experience that ends up growing you as a person. So the first thing that I believe you need to do in order to show yourself kindness is to start accepting yourself for the person that you are right now. Not the person that you thought you were going to be previously, not the person that you are hoping you're going to be tomorrow or in the future, but to accept yourself for the person that you are right now, with the heartbreak, with the disappointments, with the achievements that you have, the love or the lack of love, the friendships or lack thereof, everything that you are right now, positive and negative, your weaknesses and strengths, whatever it is that you feel you are right now, accept yourself for who you are. Because when you accept yourself and your mistakes and your achievements, and you embrace all of it, then you teach other people how to treat you. You teach other people that though you have your mistakes, but you also have your good side as well. You also have some things that you've achieved. You've also broken through some situations before. So although you're going through something right now, or although you've got a weakness of temper, although you've got a weakness of anger, although you've got a weakness right now of unforgiveness, but you do have your good side as well. When you teach people that you accept yourself for who you are, then they learn to accept all of you the way you are, and your development areas as well. We blame people that they don't accept us. We blame people that they don't love us. But the fact is, you teach people how to treat you. Do you love yourself? Do you like yourself? What do you think you need to do right now in order to make sure that you love the person that you are? The one thing that you can do is accept that every disappointment, every mistake, every weakness is an opportunity for you to learn something new. Without those weaknesses, without those disappointments, without those wrong turns that you've made, you would never learn anything. You'd be stagnant. Life wouldn't be exciting. How exciting is it for you to get yourself out of a rut after you've gotten yourself in it? When you eventually get yourself out of a financial situation that you had put yourself in, how awesome is it knowing the kind of person that you have become to get yourself out of that mess? So those weaknesses, disappointments, and mistakes are there as opportunities for you to grow and learn. So accept everything that is going on. Sometimes you're going through something right now that is difficult, so that you can be that person who will help others, who will hand others their lifeline when they find themselves next time in a similar situation that you're in right now, but you've managed to get yourself out. You'll be able to be that helping hand to pull somebody out of a deep hole of depression, of suicide that they're experiencing because of the experience that you're going through right now. So embrace the person that you are at this moment while you're listening to this video. The second thing that you can do to be kind to yourself today is to forgive yourself. You are so quick, probably, to forgive other people, but you are so harsh when it comes to you. Or sometimes the reason that you can't forgive other people, it's because you are unable to forgive yourself for your own mistakes. So if you want to learn to forgive other people, then first start by looking at your own mistakes and forgiving yourself for them. You'll see that if you can realize the mistakes that you've made, that how you've disappointed yourself in the past, but you got over it, you forgave yourself, then it will be easy for you to realize that other people will make mistakes too. Other people will disappoint you, but they do deserve your forgiveness as well. And if you are that kind of a person who is able to forgive other people, then use the same kind of grace, the same kind of mercy that you offer other people to offer yourself. And the way to do that is to realize that a mistake can only be a mistake if you don't get to a point where you ask yourself, how did I get myself here? How did I allow myself to be this kind of weight? How did I allow myself to remain stagnant in one position and not learning anything even in this position? I'm still doing the same report the way I was given it, the way somebody gave it to me rather in 5 years ago. How did I allow myself to be in this financial mess? When you don't get to that point where you're asking yourself, how did I get myself here? Then only can it be a mistake. But when you start getting to a point where you're asking yourself, what habits did I apply to my everyday life that got me to this point of a messy situation that I'm in, then that mistake ceases to be a mistake, but it starts being an opportunity for you to learn. It starts being an opportunity for you to grow. How long does it take you from a point of hating your partner to a point of asking yourself, how did I get myself in this mess? And going to your partner and saying, you know what, I apologize, I'll do better next time. How long does it take you? The longer you take in wallowing in self-pity, the more time you're taking away from a solution that you could have found, from developing a strategy to deal with the same situation better next time it happens. So forgive yourself. And the only way you can do that is to realize that your mistakes are opportunities actually for you to grow and learn. The last thing that you can do to show yourself kindness is to recognize that you are not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I know there are people that you look at, that you admire, people that you feel they've got everything going for them. Everything is just so perfect in their lives. Why can I not have such a perfect life? I tell you, the people that you admire are also going through things in other areas of your life. We tend to admire people for what they do excellently because that's what they give to us every day. But we forget that they've got other areas of their lives where they could be battling with issues, where they could be battling with difficult situations. But because they have learned the fact that any difficult situation is an opportunity to learn and grow. It doesn't matter whether you understand it right now, but you know for sure that beyond the situation, there will be something that you would have taken out of it because they've developed that kind of attitude. You feel like everything in their lives is going right. But I tell you, nobody's perfect. And so are you. You are not perfect. So, and this world, for that matter, is not perfect. So forget trying to be perfect and take every day as an opportunity to learn. Then you'll start being kind to yourself. You'll start showing more kindness to yourself. You start realizing that everything that happens to you happens for a purpose. And if you are that person who is trying right now to find what your purpose is, you will see that whenever you find your purpose, you'll start realizing that everything that happened to you had to happen because it was serving your purpose. So accept yourself for who you are. Forgive yourself and realize you're not perfect. Be kind to yourself as you would be to your best friend or the person that you really, really love. Because you should love yourself more than everybody else. I'm not talking about being selfish and self-centered, but you should like the person that you are. You should love you because you are the one person you can never get away from, no matter where you go. I am Pulaa Montz, your inner peace and purpose coach.